morning. I'm Sagrario Cuevas, and welcome to NTV News for December 16th, 2020. On today's story, we will feature a talk with Ms. Shatraw about the importance of PSATs and SATs. First, let's take a look at a few announcements. Are you interested in meeting new people? Interested in learning about the Latinx culture? Latinos Unidos is a social club on campus representing the Latinx community. Their mission is to connect students across different upbringings through participation in meetings, events, and cultural activities geared around the Latinx identity. Our next meeting will be centered around the question, where are you from? Calling all senior Nighthawks. Friday, December 18th at 3:30 p.m. will be our dance battle in Kahoot. We will also be having a name drawing for participants who join the dance battle and Kahoot. If you don't want to dance, then a simple alternative is to send in a picture for Spirit Week. There will be 3 students picked to win $10 for the NHS Student Store. Check your emails the day of and join us for the last day before the holidays. And now for our featured story, we have an interview with Ms. Shatraw.
Hello, Nighthawks. I'm Alexander Vargas, and I'm here with Ms. Shatraw to talk a little bit about the SAT and its importance. First off, Ms. Shatraw, how are you today?
I'm good. Thank you for inviting me here today.
That's great to hear. Now, Ms. Shatraw, I know that most colleges have gotten rid of their SAT requirement. So why should I care about the SAT?
Thank you for asking me here because I really wanted to make sure that everybody knew that not every college, you said it, not every college has gotten rid of the SAT requirement. And to be perfectly honest, a lot of kids, as they're exploring what colleges they're thinking about going to, we don't want you to find out later on that your college actually does want you to still take the SAT.
I could imagine that most colleges would want you to take the SAT, or at least some, because the SAT allows you to demonstrate to the college exactly what you know.
It's not just that. Even though they got rid of the necessity for the SAT, it turns out that if you give them your score, you can show them a little bit more about yourself, that you really know your stuff. So they are still accepting the score, and they can still use the score as a thing that helps you get into, I'm going to mention this, your top college, because we know that students are having a hard time getting their extracurricular activities in, and those extracurricular activities are the kind of thing that make you shine. So if you do actually take the SAT and you submit your score, it's just one of those things that they'd be able to use to help you.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Now, I know there's going to be some people watching this who are going to say, how can I take the SAT then?
Good question. I have great news. We have it scheduled. It's actually scheduled to take place on campus on January 29th. And that's the PSAT for the juniors. All juniors are invited. And the importance of the PSAT is still as big as it ever was, which is that there's something called the National Merit Scholarship. And this scholarship can help you get money for your entire college career. Now, I wanted to sort of share a little something about my teaching. Xander, do you know how many kids I've seen actually get that scholarship?
I have not. How many kids have received that scholarship
You
for
might
you?
think 0, but it turns out I've had 4 students in the last 5 years get that scholarship. So it turns out it's not that hard to get. It actually happens. Students at our school and in this area definitely can get that scholarship.
That is amazing. Truly is. I know that there are going to be some students, though, who are thinking to themselves, there's no way I can pass the SAT, so how can I improve?
So the thing is that the PSAT is designed for you to take it and then to learn more things and then take the SAT. So you take the PSAT, you come in and you're going to get your score. And then what you can do is you can review your score on College Board, but even better, you can link your College Board account and your Khan Academy account, which everybody in our district does have an account, by the way. All you have to do is link them up, and then you could study the stuff that you don't know, because it'll go in there and it'll figure out what subjects you're good at and what subjects that you could use a little bit of work, and then it sort of points you in the right direction for all the things that you need to improve on. My understanding, Xander, is that you've done this, haven't you?
Yes, I have used Khan Academy to help study for the SAT. Personally, my biggest weakness was the English section, so I went into Khan Academy and did all of the recommended English practice.
I haven't even looked at that. I bet it's exciting.
It's interesting, I'll tell you that.
So what some people say is that you could see your score go up by 100 or 200, maybe even 300. Did your score go up?
Personally,
Yeah.
I saw my score definitely increase. My score definitely increased. In fact, I think it went up by about 100 points from the PSAT, which is amazing. I never thought I would have been able to get such a high SAT score.
And I'm really proud of you too, by the way. So it turns out the PSAT is on January 29th and the actual SAT is on March 24th. So when you get your score back from the PSAT, you have lots of time, a couple of months, in order to, work on your score. So what we have seen, what we recommend is about a half an hour a day on the weekdays. Okay. So if you do that every day of the week, you too could see as much as 100 point or maybe even more.
That sounds awesome. And I hope everyone watching this video that is a student goes on to Khan Academy and start studying. Do you
Good
have
idea.
anything else to add, Ms. Shatra?
Um, just that I really appreciate the opportunity to do this video with you and to get the word out. If anybody has any questions, please talk to your math teacher. Your current math teacher knows a little bit more and could maybe even during their office hours help you do the linking and help you, if you were looking at a topic that you're like, oh, this is an SAT question that I'm trying to figure out. We're all a little bit of experts because we've looked at these questions many times. So you can come to us and ask us for help.
All right, Ms. Shatra. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for seeing me today.
That's it for our show today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.